Hello, and welcome to day 2 of making a YouTube video every day for a month. Today we're going to be playing Town of Salem, which is a game I really enjoy, and it's not one I thought I would enjoy before playing it. The reason for that is it's a text-based, Mafia-style deduction, like role-based game. And the big thing I always enjoyed about Mafia, playing it around the campfire with friends, is you're talking to people face-to-face, so there's like a lot of deduction and a lot of personal interaction that sort of makes the game fun. Same with things like Among Us. I really don't enjoy Among Us type public lobbies, but if you're on comms playing with friends, then it's a whole new game. The thing that makes Town of Salem different, and it's the reason that it's a game I still enjoy even though it's an online text-based game like that, in that style, is that every role is super interesting and there's a lot of moving parts. So even though you don't have the personal face-to-face aspect of a social deduction game, there's everything else, like the actual how roles interact and like technical knowledge and all the different deduction that you can do from within the game is cranked up to like tenfold. And you'll see once we get into the game how detailed things can be, but it's actually a really fun game. So I figure I'm going to play my first game ever of ranked, because I haven't played a ton of this game. I've only played enough to unlock ranked, but I haven't actually played a match yet. So I figured what a better time to play my first ranked match, so let's begin. Alright, we're loading in. Now each game you choose a new name. I usually name my characters after characters from like fantasy or like other book series I'm reading, sometimes TVs and shows and such. So I think I'll go with Logain today. It's a character from the Wheel of Time. That's a series I'm at book 11 out of 14 on, so it's getting good. I would recommend it if you're into the fantasy genre. Ooh, and we are the veteran. It's my first time ever playing the role. My first time ever in ranked anyway, so basically the veteran has 3 alerts. You can activate them to kill anybody who visits you at night. So sometimes you can do what's called vet baiting, which is you say something in the chat like day 1 that's intended to get Mafia to try to attack you. So let's make our will here. So basically, let me adjust the camera too so it's in a little bit better spot. There we go. Jailer here, so we need to set up a list of roles. Actually, we don't need 6. So we've got a list of people, 15 people in a match. So I'm going to 7 claims medium. We need to keep track of who claims what. So 9 claims jailer. And of course we alert night 1. So we've got everything we need prepared. So basically if I die, which I can't die because I'm veteran and I'm alerting, you can read what the role does here. If you die, your will is shown. So we'll see it, somebody will probably be dead. And we'll be able to see their will. And so not just the information that people chat, and not just the information you get for roles, like the information you get from the dead are super useful too. So we see Selena is a man, which is 4, died, was killed by Mafia last night. So what did they have? Sheriff? Okay, so that's 1 TI roll gone. So let's talk about the roll list. These are the 15 people that will be here. I'll read chat in a second. Jailer is like the leader of the town. They can jail a person every night, and they have 3 executes, which mean they can just kill people. That it's unstoppable, basically. And then there are investigative roles, protective roles, killing roles, which we are a town killing role. So we're on the side of town, but we kill anyone who visits us. So it's kind of, you know. Then there's town support, which are things like transporters, which can switch people's positions, or let's see, what are the other town supports? Medium can speak to the dead. So for example, this sheriff, their last will, they were checking Keala, right? So we have a medium claim. I believe it was 7 claimed medium. So because this guy died before, like you get the result the day after. So they would have gotten the results, but died, so it's not in the will. I'm just voting with town to get a claim here. I probably should be paying attention. So the medium can talk to the dead sheriff and get us information on it. So let's see what's going on in chat here. Night 1, Spicy, BGGF Arso, 13 claims invest. Why not 15 on jailer? 11 claims trans. We 15 is not X. I'm X. NO and up 3, we follow. Okay, I should probably be paying attention to chat here, so let's see. What did this claim? What did 15 claim? This is NO. Okay, Town's NO. A good thing to do is to put people on the stand and force them to claim a roll. So I don't exactly... I missed what's going on, why we're upping 3. People are just saying, get 3, why exactly? Do we have a lookout claim? No, so we have one person claiming trans, so that could be Hypno. We don't have 2 people claiming trans. 15 is X, they weren't on Jailer. Bodyguard, so 3 claims Bodyguard. Which is often a... 15 claimed Lookout. This is fake, too many TPs. Yeah, I'm just gonna, we've got a TP claim, we don't want to guilty at night 2. Apparently Town decided to lynch them. So we'll see if 3 is actually Bodyguard. I also need to move 4 off this list. Basically, there's a lot to do in this game. Between trying to comment, like even without, when I'm not trying to record a game, which is my first time trying this with Town of Salem, there's a lot to keep track of. Which means even though it's a text-based social deduction game, which is usually a big negative, the amount of information that you have access to through chat, through your role information, through just finding little inconsistencies is just insane. So there's a lot of skill expression, which is really cool. So we're just going to alert again. I should be taking part in chat, because I need to make myself not look sus. So let's see. I'm probably going to save my alert night 3 because I'll probably have to claim and post will, which means Mafia will know I'm a veteran, so they probably won't want to go on me, so I probably won't die night 3. Either way, I expect like a TI to check me, or maybe I'll get attacked by Mafia. Well, anyways, we're 1-1, and we should get the results from the Sheriff from the medium tonight, right? Yeah, 11 was Hypnode. That makes sense, because you shot someone who visited you last night, so this is either a Town Investigative or Mafia tried to kill me. Oh, wow. 4 people died, so this is spicy. So 9 is Jailer, so I'm going to just go ahead and send the Jailer my will. So spicy. So that's our Town Protect down. You see a lot of people whisper. This is actually kind of crazy because usually in unranked, things are not this crazy. Usually things don't accelerate so fast. But you see everyone's whispering, everyone's taking part, nobody's leaving. This is actually a much better playing experience. So who did we kill? It was probably a Town. Yep, we killed the investigator. Well, that confirms us, I guess. He wanted to know. See, that's the deal with veteran. You win some, you lose some. So the Jailer did execute the Framer, which is good, and the Bodyguard did kill the Mafia who attacked. So there's only 1 Mafia left, an Executioner, which is possibly a Jester now, and the Godfather left. Actually, I don't know if it's a Godfather or a random Mafia, because it would have been... Like, if it's a Mafioso, they get promoted to Godfather, but if it's a random Mafia, sometimes it doesn't. Hey, Town, can we hang me for X? Revealed 2 evils. Well, I guess I'm confirmed as vet now. 8 left. So I guess 8 was probably the random Mafia, huh? 5 claimed row, pay attention. 8 is Hypno. Actually, I didn't get 5's claim in my will. It's looking like a stop, actually. So man, 15 equals NO, so 1 claims Sheriff. Revealed 2 evil. 12 said they claimed a Jailer. 8 guiltied me. 1 is a confirmed medium. You can also search by showing filtered, right? Right, yeah. This was the results from the dead Sheriff, right? So remember when I mentioned the Sheriff died? Let's see. 7 claimed medium, whereas 1... Yeah, we have basically 2 medium claims. So since the mediums didn't confirm each other, that means one of the medium claims is actually a mafia. And Town seems to have narrowed it down to it being 7. Yeah, and they admitted it as much anyways. Well, that's like a day through ending? If we kill the mafia here, I think it's... Actually, it still continues if Witch is alive. But I don't think it's possible for Witch to win unless they have a vigilante, and even then it's really hard, so... It's looking like this one is over. I was hoping to get a match where there's a little bit more action. Is it like drawn out a little bit more? Because of a lot of the deduction and stuff you can do when you get later on is pretty crazy. Like I haven't, I guess Mayor revealed as 5. It's probably the last Mafia, right? No, it really was a medium? Then it has to be 1, right? So one of the mediums had to be fake, otherwise they would have confirmed themselves through dead chat. Did I miss something? How did the game end? Was it just because 8 left? Huh. That was kind of odd. That was a quick game. Not very exciting. But I guess we can do one more. Alright, looks like we got another match. Hopefully this one will be a little bit more exciting. Let's do a different name. We did low gain last time from Wheel of Time. Let's do Leshwi. I think I'm spelling that right. From Stormlight Archive Book 4. Which is another excellent series that I highly recommend. See, what role are we going to get? I hope we don't get Mafia. It's a little bit more stressful, and I don't know if I can handle that right now. So we're Spy. Spy is one of the more interesting town investigative roles. Every night we get to see who Mafia visits. So we'll get a list of the players Mafia visit. So if Mafia is visiting a player, they're probably Town. So it can also be used to, for example, there's certain roles like Consig, which is Mafia's investigative role, or like a Consort, which is Mafia's role blocking role. Jailer here, know the drill, so let me... Spy can help you determine which is which. I don't quite know how the bug mechanic works. See what happens to them at night. So actually we're going to bug 6, because 6 is Jailer, right? I usually have this in like a copy paste, so I don't have to type it all, but... So we're going to bug 6, we're going to do night 1. So the B is for what I bugged. So we basically, 2 things. Mafia visited Smog, Mafia visited Smog, Mafia visited June. And nothing happened. And then June 5. So this will help. So if Mafia visited... So Mafia visited 14 twice and visited 5. So... I wasn't attack. So Mafia must have visited 14, which... So wait, 7 if 11 and 14 were transed. If I'm transferred, I trans 7 and 9. Mafia visited 5. So Mafia either attacked 14 or 5, or there's some transporter shenanigans. Oh, yeah, we know. So basically, 11 confirms that they were transported, which means 5 is a confirmed transporter. Or it's some Mafia shenanigans, but I don't think so. Yeah, Spy is real. So it is just 14. Because 9 and 7 aren't claiming transported. So probably what happened is 14 is either Witch or Executioner. Now if we see Witch has basic defense, which means they don't die if they're attacked. Same with Executioner. So imagine calling me Hypno. I mean, if a Doc healed this, it would show up. But I don't think so. Let me get rolls. So what was Jailer? 6 claimed Jailer? I believe it was 6. Impossible to have 3 visits. Let me actually, let's scroll up the chat history. Yeah, it was 6. I should have put this in the drill, but it's kind of hard to track all of this well. So basically, Spy, we know that Mafia visited 14 and nobody died. So either the Mafia killing, which it still wouldn't matter. Because if like the Mafioso or Godfather was jailed, then the other would kill. But Mafia visited 14. We know 5 is clear. So since 5 is clear and Mafia visited 14, then that means 14 must be either Executioner or Witch, since those are the only immune roles that wouldn't die to a Mafia attack. And we see they are Executioner. So, nice. I'm confirmed Spy, which means I'm probably going to die tonight. Spy is a very powerful role. Who should we bug next? Let's bug 5. Because I think 5 is clear. So, I don't exactly know how the bug works, because I usually put 1 in the Jailer and then on confirmed Town. But I don't know much more, so, because every time I get Spy, I die night 2. It's just how it works. Mafia visited Guta and Potato. So 12 and 10. Ooh, looks like 12 or 10 is the veteran. So, Consig, I was talking about Mafia roles that investigate. So, one of 10 or 12 is a vet, and the other might be the Witch. Or, a town support. Or maybe Mafia just didn't kill, although that's very unlikely. One is vet. I was jailed. 10 or 12. Okay. Okay, so 10 claims Doc that self-healed. So 10 claims Doc that didn't self-heal. So basically, Mafia killing will visit 1 person every night, right? So Consig is not a killing role, so usually 1 person dies every night to the Mafia killing. Since we know Mafia visited 10 and they didn't die, and we know that Consig visited 12 and they did die, then that means that probably 10 is a Witch, and Mafia tried to kill them, but didn't because they have basic defense. So I just think that 12 is not a vet, since he was visited by Consig and claimed Doc. Did anyone visit 12 last night? Are we Innoing? No, that's 10. So, yeah. We know that 12... Yeah, so we know that 12 is a confirmed vet. So one of the 2 is a veteran. Because Mafia... Like, if 12 claimed vet and 10 was vet, they would counterclaim, right? So we know it has to be 10. This is just like a crazy Spy game. Because we've got... Because of Spy, we know that 10 is Witch, right? And we found out that 14 is Executioner. This is literally the best Spy game you possibly could have had. But because we know who Mafia visited, and we know that Mafia didn't kill, we know whoever Mafia visited must have basic defense, which the only ways to have basic defense are to be a Witch or an Executioner, both of which are evil roles. So... we have also a dead Consig to veteran, which is just another snowball stomp for Town, apparently. Let's see, who do we bug? We'll bug 3. Corleone X2, so Moth visited. Huh. Seven has defense. So 11 is claiming Vigi and shot 7, but they have defense. So 13 must... Yeah, 13 was in jail. So that's why they didn't die. This is probably the most unlucky match for Mafia I've ever seen in my life. I'm inclined to believe 11. So veteran is the other mafia killing or town killing role. I mean, vigilante. Vigilante is a town role that can shoot somebody, and if they shoot a mafia, then good. But if they shoot a town, if you as a veteran kill a town member, then you kill yourself in over the guilt of it the next night. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. That said, the Godfather also has basic defense. So 11 is saying, hey, I tried to shoot 7, but they didn't die. There must be the Godfather. And that's the only role with defense left, other than a doctor, and a doctor would claim that they healed. So imagine healing yourself with a trans and a jailer alive. God. So 7 is claiming Doc that healed himself. Yeah, if you heal yourself as a Doc, I'm not actually sad. It's got to be Godfather. You have to try that though. I respect them trying. And if it's actually a Doc, you know, it's not a terrible play to self heal there. Nobody goes for jailer anyway, so you can pull some cheeky shooting 13. Yeah, so 13 is good because they were attacked in jail, so. Yep, so this was the Godfather after all. Wow, we have 4 evils out and not a single townie has died. That's actually insane. Let's see, who do we bug? Let's bug the Vigilante. Since they're basically confirmed at this point, will we have a perfect game? I think this is where we die. Like, usually I would be updating this for every roll that happens, taking out the ones that die. So like 7's gone, 14's gone, 15's gone, and then, yeah, 10. And keeping up with rolls, because we've gotten a lot of claims for people through chat, but that is very hard to do, especially when commentating. And since we're winning so hard, I haven't bothered so much. So Internet Janitor, well, I mean, obviously they know that Moth visited 9. So Spy's a lot less useful in this stage of the game where it's just Mafia killing that's left. Because it's like, well, who did Moth visit? Well, they died. You already know, right? They only visited one person, that person died, so it's not helpful information. But we still have our bugs out, and, you know, we did our job early. Like, because of Spy, we got Executioner and Witch killed, which is super unlucky for Mafia, but it just goes to show you how powerful the role can be. So it looks like one is the other Godfather. Vigilante shot 1. And so basically there's one Godfather, right? But Mafioso, when the Godfather dies, is promoted. So guess it's just 1. So I guess it's just 1. 9 was our doctor, by the way. That's unfortunate. So unlucky game. Yeah. But hey, that's just how it goes sometimes. You know, on one hand, I wish that we'd have a little bit closer games since I think it's funner to watch. But on the other hand, you know, at least we weren't on the team that got stomped. So we still have to find the last Mafia. I guess we have a dead doctor that the ret can use. X4 tonight. This could be like a, sometimes if you've lost a game, people will like rat out their last teammate, since there's really no way Mafia wins this with the roles we have. Or it could be a bait. This could be like just baiting the jailer to use their executioner. Either way, one is or just, yeah. One yours. Yeah, it's generally kind of a dick move to throw like that. It's not a nice thing to do. But a little bit more about the game, like I'll go through some of the roles you probably know if you've played Town of Salem before, but if you haven't, in investigative, you can see the different results, right? There's 4 different investigative results possible in this mode. Like investigator, you'll get a list of roles that the person could be. So you'll have like 3 or 4 different roles, and you know that the person is one of those roles. Lookout, you can see who visits a person. Sheriff, you get to check if somebody's inno or suspicious. And like I think like all of the random mafia and the mafioso will show as I'll still just spy on 4. All the random mafia, I don't need to put it in my will, game's over. All the random mafia will come up as suspicious, so, sheriff is good that way. And spy, as you see in the game, you can bug somebody, although we haven't gotten to use our bugs, we haven't gotten any information about them. You see who the mafia visits, and that's really helpful if there's not a kill that happens. So even though these games have been stopped, I hope you can see just how much skill expression there is. Like you see, 11 has a list of all the roles. Usually I would have this. So, you get claims, like all the ways the different roles interact, it can get pretty crazy. Ability failed because your target was in jail. Looks like they did just X4, right? So, looks like this is over. No need to add the will. Unless it's a bait. I would be, no, if it wasn't the real mafia, somebody would be dead. Feels bad, man. That's like the nightmare team for Mafia. Yeah, usually games are a little bit more competitive. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed. I know they're not the prime S-tier games that you like to see that like go on to the end and there's clutch moments and stuff, but it was still fun. Good 2 starts to ranked, I suppose. Better to win than lose. And so I will see you in the next one. I might be playing more Town of Salem later in future videos. I'd like to spend more time recording to get a good game to show you, but it goes to show that the game is a lot more than what you'd think for a text-based Mafia, that there's a lot of intricacy and a lot of skill expression. And had I had the time when wasn't like trying to commentate out of practice doing it, there's a lot of stuff you could pick on, like how people vote, the voting patterns. You can pick up who hasn't claimed, who stayed silent. You can, if you're a role like jailer, you can lead the town, or mayor, you can sort of lead the town to do what you do. If you have instincts that someone's evil, like a vigilante, like 11 was this match, you can shoot the people you think are suspicious. I don't think there's a single role in this game that I get and am sad about. They all do something unique, they all do something special, and it takes away the feeling of being like a crew in Among Us, or just a normal like townsperson in Mafia, where it's just kind of boring. You're like, you exist to be farmed by the interesting roles. All the roles are interesting, and so yeah, I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.